Welcome to my dining table. So I decided to actually do a get to know me because what a better way to start the videos and vlogging again than with a get ready or than with a get to know me video, because not a lot of people know me. Let me start off by saying cheers with some coconut LaCroix. Okay, basic important information. My name is Cynthia and I am 30 years old. I still feel like I'm 25. I am a Jesus Christ follower, 120%. I believe he is my Lord and Savior forever and ever in eternity. Jehovah is my God. I do everything with him first. He is the one leading me through making these videos. I just want to let you all know that this is a free space to openly talk about God and Jesus. So I hope you feel welcomed here. I actually started my YouTube channel back in like 2018 or something like that. I've just never been consistent enough to where I have grown my channel. I've posted over the years a couple videos here and there, but nothing crazy. I actually have a few questions here, a few fun questions that my husband sent me, and I think it's gonna be a good one I think they're gonna be good to answer. So I'll just start at the top. So the first question is, what's your favorite TV show you're watching right now? I mentioned in my last vlog or one of my previous vlogs that I just finished watching the show This Is Us, and that show is so good. Oh my gosh. The entire time watching it, I was just like, it was just mind-blowing because you thought you knew something about certain situations in the show, but then they throw some curveball at you and then they leave it for like the next episode or the next season. So I guess cliffhangers. But I feel like there was something new in every episode, and I just loved the way that they wrote the entire show, which was going back and forth from when they were babies to when they were adults, and then when they were kids, adults, teenagers, adults. They just always knew how to circle back to where both were connected, and I think that's just very impressive. Like, what part do you write first as the writers? Do you write the full story in the beginning from when they were children? Or do you write the adult version first, or do you write them at the same time? I don't know, but I think it was very interesting, and I can say that's one of my favorite shows. Why not? Other favorite shows that I'm not currently watching, actually, Grey's Anatomy. Grey's Anatomy is, I'm gonna say it's my number one or number two. Of course, the classics like Friends and How I Met Your Mother are also up there, 1, 2, and 3. Grey's Anatomy, How I Met Your Mother, and Friends, in no particular order actually, but those are my top 3, and This Is Us is up there. My husband and I are actually rewatching How I Met Your Mother for like the 4th time. I don't even know. Where are you from? I am from Texas, born and raised, and have lived here for most of my life. What are some hobbies you picked up during COVID? Depression. I'm just kidding. During COVID, I was running my own small business. So I would bake and sell macarons, French macarons. And I would go to local markets and sell my product there. I would sell over Instagram as well. I think that lasted about 2 years. And then the not so fun part of the actual like depression hit the year after. So that was not fun at all. If you could snap your fingers and become an expert in something, what would it be? I think dancing and singing, because how fun would it be to just know how to dance so professionally? Like the people in Dancing with the Stars, I love watching people dance just anywhere. I just love watching people dance. I always have, and I just find it so mesmerizing how people can move their bodies in so many different ways and so fluently and just effortlessly. I know it takes so much work, and I know it takes a lot of practice, but once they get it down, it's like smooth sailing back and forth, and I just love it. So, and then singing, I feel like singing is a perfect way to just like let out your feelings, kind of like screaming, I guess, but in a more poetic way, if you will. But yeah, I would do those two things for sure. What advice would you give your teenage self? Slow down, girl. Nothing bad is gonna happen if you rush into things. If anything, you will find yourself, you will learn more about yourself. And what's the rush? There is no rush. Just be a teenager, live your life, because it's very short-lived. What's an unpopular opinion you hold? Girl, I forgot to mention this. Gilmore Girls is number 2 on my favorite TV shows list. And my unpopular opinion is Dean was not the bad guy. I have seen so many people just bash on Dean, talking about how he's a cheater and he was so jealous and possessive. And although he did cheat, he did become a cheater. Early seasons, Dean, he loved that girl. He loved Rory. He took care of her. He built a car and gifted it to her. He said he loved her. He said, "I love you," right? And although I guess that part doesn't have anything to do with it, but that's where people say that he had anger issues because she didn't say "I love you" back when he said "I love you," and he got mad because of that. But like, wouldn't you be hurt if like you told a person that you love them and they're just like, "Oh, thanks," or whatever, you know? Because I don't remember what she said, but she didn't say it back. I think we would all be pretty upset, whether it's in anger or sadness, crying or screaming. Nobody would be happy about that. Also, when Rory started catching feelings for Jess, of course Dean was gonna get jealous because he was seeing it happen. The stare to each other across the room between Rory and Jess, and her being his girlfriend. Like, of course, you're gonna get upset. Anybody would get upset over that. That's my unpopular opinion. And everyone who says that they're team Jess, girl, no, that guy was not perfect. He was a good character. I love Jess too, but he was not perfect, and I don't think he was the right one for Rory. Let me tell you why. He was the one with anger issues, not Dean. He was the one who would storm away. He literally left her without saying anything because of his own issues, which understandable, right? Everyone has their own problems, but like, that's no way to break up with someone, and that was a breakup. Also, he got mad because she didn't want to have sex with him that one time when they were at some party. That's when he got mad and then like left. How is he better than Dean for Rory? Nonetheless, I think Logan was the one for her. I used to be team Dean and now I'm team Logan. What's one of your favorite memories from the past year? I mean, giving birth to my daughter, giving birth to my first child. That's definitely my favorite memory from the past year, and just having a baby and having a growing baby turning into a toddler, like just her first entire year and a half almost, has been my favorite memory. Like, there's so many, so many. What's one goal you're currently working toward, and why is it important? My biggest goal is, one, getting healthy, of course, healthier. I want to live as long as possible for myself, for my husband, for my daughter. I want to be able to keep up with my daughter. I want to be able to just be there for all the important phases, chapters in her life. So that's my number one. And my number two is creating more videos, more content. What's something you saw recently that made you smile? Aside from just seeing my daughter grow into this little human. In the morning, we were outside just hanging out. She was walking around the yard, and we have a turtle that literally showed up to our front doorstep a couple months ago, and we didn't know what to do with it. So we ended up just keeping it, and we're still looking for somewhere where we know that it'll be safe. But in the meantime, it's in our backyard. And I think it's a he because whoever owned him painted his shell blue, which is very toxic to turtles, by the way. But he's usually hidden and I never see him. But this morning, I saw him by our fence, our wall in the backyard. And he was just there, just taking in the sun, and he was out of his shell. And it was just the cutest thing because I was like, oh my gosh. And we named him Weenie. So his name is Weenie. It made me smile to see him after so many days. What's one thing most people don't know about you? That I can move my ears. Growing up, it was something that I would show my friends because, you know, it just came up in conversation. I didn't know that not everybody can do that. I guess it's the same thing as like people who are able to roll their tongue, people who can't, you know, like all those little things, but I can move my ears. Can you see? There. I guess that's something that not a lot of people know about me because like, why would they? Like, why would I just bring that up and say like, hey, look what I can do? What would we most likely find you doing on the weekend? Grocery shopping, 110%, because that is when we grocery shop for the week. We either do it on Friday or Saturday. By we, I mean my husband and I, of course. We also like to just shop around, whether it's window shopping or actual shopping. We love going to Walmart. We go to Target, Burlington, wherever, H-E-B Plus. We just try to be out of the house because we are in the house all week long. Since he works from home and I'm a stay-at-home mom, we just need to get out. So wherever that is, the park, we've gone out of town also, as long as we're just out and about. And of course we go out to eat. That's pretty much it. Okay, last question. What's on your bucket list? Going to Germany. So my husband and I, we got into Duolingo, I think in 2021. No, was it 2020 or 2021? I don't know. But we got into Duolingo and we started trying to learn German. And we did learn a couple words, a couple phrases for a while, but then we just dropped it. And me personally, I forgot most things except how to say Kaffee mit Milch, which is coffee with milk, which is all I need because I love coffee. I know how to say Dankeschön, thank you, Auf Wiedersehen. I forgot what that means. So ever since, we just wanted to learn the language and we wanted to go. We've been wanting to go visit and we actually spoke about it recently. So hopefully in the future, near future, like within the next 5 years or something, we'll be able to go. But how fun. I would just love to visit Germany. I want to visit Norway, the Netherlands, just like all those countries. How fun and awesome and just life-changing would that be? That is all the questions that I'm gonna do for this video. I think it was plenty and I feel like my answers were pretty long. I can just keep talking and talking and talking. That's the end of this video. Thank you so much for watching. Come back tomorrow for another one.